taking a photo of all of us. Video.
Okay.
Video. Yeah, for.
Okay. Filming. Big ones are the elephant and the others buffalo.
Sun.
Yeah, the sun is
The sun is really good.
That's a male. Look at the horns. Very thick, long, and bold at the tips. Look, these birds will sometimes lose their eggs to baboons. You know, they nest on the ground. So.
Look, I'm getting a little baby.
Well, that's interesting to know.
Something, you know?
Yeah.
It'd probably be an elephant, though. Or a giraffe. I took some lengthwise giraffe pictures and I thought, oh, that would be nice to make a long one like this. Fit better on the wall. Okay, we are on the Chobe River.
Why are you talking?
Because you're filming.
I'm not filming.
Yeah, why is that little red button on the front going?
That's because I'm charging.
No charger here.
Hi, we're on the Chobe River right now. We're on a boat and the sun is setting. And we're going to go back to the bush where we're staying and we're going to have a cookout. As a cub, Mufasa's mom died, so he was raised in a farmhouse. He was very good friends with a dog whom he took walks with every afternoon. Last year the dog died, and Mufasa was roaring for months, no longer taking walks, but enclosed in this area about 500 yards by 500 yards, never to see the outside world again.
were standing in the wake of devastation, when you were waiting on the edge of the unknown, and with the cataclysm raining down, insides crying, save me now, you were there impossibly alone. Do you feel cold and lost in desperation? You build up hope, but failure's all you've known. Remember all the sadness and frustration, and let it go. The sky had blown the heavens into stars. We felt the gravity of tempered grace falling into empty space. No one there to catch you in their arms. Do you feel cold and lost in desperation?
Lama guru sinuri hada gira. The name of the national park? Otunya National Park.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The pause in our own language is Shunguna. Madam?
Bite you.
Fight?
No, they don't fight.
No, I just kicked them.
Yes. The pause in our own language is
like
Grade 6. There's 27 in grade 6 and 21 in grade 7. Yeah, mine are like, yeah, a lot of them are really good, and grade 7 is good.
They carry it on their head like that?
Oh yeah. 4 grades. There's grade 1 is there, 2, 3, and then 4 is in the hut right now. So I think I can get it open and you can go look at it. And then over here we have 5, 6, and 7.
How many children do you have?
There's about 250 in the school, I think. Grade 5 in here, if you look, they're not all at study this afternoon, but there's 50 of them in here. So, can you guys say hello?
Hello.
Can you greet them?
Ben. I live in this village, Suara. I was born in Namibia. I am in grade 7.
Oh. They need like 3 of them to race, huh?
Yeah, well, they're having fun. And now when he comes back, we'll see if we can get a still picture of him. Here he comes back. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's running.
Oh my God.
Wasi San people. The San people have got 4 clicks that are using to speak with any word. So I'm going to mention for you guys these 4 clicks. It's ta, ka, muima. Those are the clicks that are using to speak with any word.
Could you do it again, please?
Ta, ka, muima. Yeah.
Thank you. I've got it.
Oh, they have a bone.
No? Those are the marula sticks. So they have specific 4 trees that are connecting the sticks. It's Baobab, Marula, Mangeti, Comifora. 4 trees that are connecting the sticks to make wood fire.
To make it look so easy. I've tried that several times and I've never been able to make it work yet.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just a skill.
So he's scratching it, and after he make a rope.
Okay. The prison is divided into 8 sections, 8 different sections. For the purposes of the tour, will visit 3 different sections. We start here with the senior leaders. All the top leaders will be here. The likes of Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Zeph Mtupeng, Jeff Masemula, and many, many others were kept in this area. And then the rest of us in the big cells, big communal cell sections, that side. That simply means senior leaders were always removed from their members, from their cadres. They were always removed. They were kept here so that their influence as senior leaders is controlled, is minimized in prison. Because if you mix senior leaders with their members, obviously the senior leaders will always be having a better control and influence on those other prisoners. This one has 32 single cells. The 4th door on your right, that will be Mr. Mandela's cell. 4th door on your right. The display is right there. The bucket that was used as a toilet, the mat on the floor, and of course blankets. That is in Mandela's cell, to show you how these cells were like in the 60s and 70s. Now 60s, 70s, prisoners were sleeping on the floor. So in that Mandela cell, there is no bed. To show you, this is how his cell was like when he was still sleeping on the floor. But by 80s, people were using beds. By 80s, we were given beds. Now, leaders as a collective will play at least 3 main roles in prison: to write lots of political literature, so that we use that political literature during our political classes. We'll organize our political classes in the big cells. 2, as people kept in 8 different sections, you'll find that will be around 900 or so in prison. And then that will mean you must need coordination. You need some structures. You need those committees. These are the leaders who will be setting up those committees. Of course, all that done secretly. To set up those committees, communicate with those committees so that we coordinate our activities. We also deal with our own problems, our own issues. And then the 3rd role played by the leaders will be when we are fighting for our rights in prison. In prison, you are simply fighting for basic rights. You are at some stage barefooted, no shoes, no sandals. You must fight to get shoes and sandals. At some stage, you are subjected to hard labor day in and day out. You must try and free yourself from that hard labor. At some stage, we were not even allowed to have some form of recreation. We were not allowed to play in prison. For more than 12 years, we were not allowed to play. We had to fight for those basic rights, be allowed to play some sports, even if it's 1 day in a week. And then all the time when you are fighting for your rights, you end up resorting on hunger strikes. Hunger strike is your only main weapon in prison when you are fighting for rights. So these leaders will be the ones who will be leading from the front during those hunger strikes, coordinating those efforts. From outside, they'll have to link up with organizations like Red Cross, Amnesty International, church organizations, human rights lawyers, so that those structures, because of their power, their political clout, their influence in the world, can also put some pressure on the authorities here to change things. You can come inside. I was arrested for 3 main reasons. These were the charges. for recruiting people to join African National Congress, which was then a band liberation movement. Second charge, recruiting those people for military purposes. And then the third charge, organizing resources of a band organization. These were the circumstances behind our arrest. We were about 5 people, 5 young men, myself at age 20. At the time, doing our political work, we'll go to countries like Lesotho, neighboring countries. When we were arrested by South African Security Police, we were arrested in Lesotho. Arrested by South African Security Police in another country. That meant we were brought back to South Africa. We were kept in Durban Central Prison for at least 1 year. First 6 months in solitary confinement. When you are there, 2 things will happen. You are interrogated, questioned strongly, and then you are also tortured. That will apply to all political activists during those days. When you are interrogated, you will also be tortured. In our case, during the spell of torture, unfortunately, we lost 1 guy. He was tortured to death. He succumbed to those injuries. So by the time we were brought to Robben Island, we were 1 man short. After being kept in solitary confinement, we were taken to court. Before being brought to Robben Island, we were taken to court. So it is the court that sentenced us to come and serve in Robben Island. Understand? Yeah, state apartheid government court. Example is Tikhang Msenek. He was brought here at age 15, and he was not the only one.